You got that aura.
Test.
I'm there.
I did hear him.
I'm Brad.
Okay.
Find out.
So we are back here in the fourth inning where Frankfort does lead Martinsburg 1-0.
35.
First runner on base was Janelle Brown, the pitcher, who did get a single. That brings up Bradley Luther, who struck out in his first at bat. Kickoff attempt, and he is called out, so Brown is picked off. So that's going to bring up one out here for the Falcons. Again, Bradley Looper here at the plate, struck out in his first at bat. A 1-1 count on him. And the pitch is just outside. Again, this is Orndorff's third outing so far here in these first three games. He started the game against Morgantown. Pitches in their first turn, so 1-2 count on Looper. Orndorff came in for the save against Washington on Saturday and starts today against these Bulldogs. Swung on and missed, strike 3 for Orndorff. So there's 2 outs now here in the top of the fourth for the Bulldogs. That is Orndorff's 7th strikeout here of the game so far. This is Jacob Blosser at the plate, and he is going to hit it into center field, and it is caught. So that is going to end the inning here for the Bulldogs. So 3 up, 3 down here for the Bulldogs, and that is going to come to an end here in the fourth inning. So the Falcons lead Martinsburg going to the bottom of the fourth, 1-0. Welcome back here to the bottom of the fourth inning, where the Falcons lead the Martinsburg Bulldogs 1-0.
Right. But I mean,
Leading off the inning for the Falcons is going to be Uriah Cutter, who in his first at bat in the second inning was hit by a pitch, did get a stolen base, and did get the only run of the game for the Falcons. Jameer Brown here so in for the Bulldogs on the mound, and it is grounded to shortstop.
oh yeah.
So it is overthrown, so Cutter will reach on the error. So it's going to leave Cutter at first. First, nobody out. Falcon first.
How you kidding? Come on,
There's a Jackson Error who struck out in the second inning in his first at bat.
Let me show you how the approach is.
He is going to hit it right to the middle. He's going to turn two here, it looks like. So Hare does hit into a double play. So real quick, 2 outs here in the Falcon. I'm sorry, no, didn't hit. He did get the first. I'm sorry. So Cutter out at second. Hare does actually reach on first. So it's a fielder's choice for Hare. There's going to be 1 out here in the Falcon fourth. We're going to bring up Lane Lease, who also struck out in his first at bat in the second inning. Bottom 4 here. Pickoff attempt gets away. And Hare is actually going to reach second on the overthrow. So that is going to put another runner in scoring position here for the Falcons in the bottom of the fourth. Again, leading 1-0 over the Bulldogs. So right on the second, Brown's pitch is swung on and missed. No decision on the call there. Brown's pitch to Lease. Here to Lane Lease.
Right out.
0-2 count here on Lease.
Come on, Seth. Get back, man. 0-2.
Falcons, of course, coming into this matchup 1-1. 2-1. Pitch is in the dirt. Swung on, and it will be thrown to first base for the out. So the swinging strike gets away, and Lease is thrown out at first.
He didn't have
So it's 2 outs here for the Falcons, and that's going to bring up Jesus Purdue, who actually walked in the first. Got into scoring position, but could not be brought in. Purdue.
Let's go.
Brown's pitch. So it's going to be fouled off to the backstop. So 1-1. Again, Purdue walked in his first at bat in the second. Was left stranded. The pitch is going to be a little high, so 2-1 to Purdue. Bottom 4 here at Falcon Field. Frankfort leads 1-0 over Martinsburg. This pitch is inside, so 3-1 here to Purdue. You have Jackson Hare over on third base, who advanced on the wild pitch. and the at-bat from Lane Lease, who was thrown out at first. So 2 outs.
That's it.
He's looking to add the run, and Purdue is walked in.
Go, right.
So it's going to bring up number 16, Rex Sensible, who did have the base hit RBI in the second inning for the Falcons.
11, first run for the catch. Come on, Julian. Go, right.
It's going to be another pinch runner here for Purdue, since he is the catcher. Again, Sensible at the plate, 1 for 1 today with an RBI. Looking to add to his RBI total with Hare on third. Pitch is high, and fake throw to second, and the stolen base. So it's going to put 2 runners in scoring position here for the Falcons. Looks like Martinsburg's going to call timeout, and the head coach is going to get a chance to talk to his pitcher. That will allow Coach Miller as well to talk to Sensible. Just letting him know the situation. 2 on, 2 out. Base hit here should put the Falcons up by 3. Sensible with a single in the second inning, supplying the only run of the game so far. Falcons lead the Bulldogs 1-0.
On screen out there, ready to go kick.
Sensible with the count 1-0. 2 outs. Brown's pitch is high, so 2-0 count here on Sensible. Gunnar Bradshaw on deck for the Falcons. He flew out his only at bat so far, ending the second inning. Pitch from Brown is in the dirt, pass, and the runner's coming home. He's going to slide it, and he is safe. So Hare, with the run, puts the Falcons up 2-0 here over Martinsburg.
Yeah, right. All right.
And the runner for Purdue advances to third. I'm sorry, I can't see who it is. It should be a 3-0 count here to Sensible. Again, I do apologize for the wind here at the field. Outside, and it's going to be ball 4 to Sensible. So that is going to bring up Gunnar Bradshaw here in the bottom of the 4th. Now runners on first and third. 2 outs. Falcons lead 2-0. Strong wind gust here at the field is tornado-like dirt here. Getting the time at the plate now. He flew out to the center field on his first at bat in the second inning. Brown's pitch to Henderson is dropped by the catcher, but no advancement. So 1-0 here to Bradshaw. Falcons lead now 2-0 over Martinsburg. Brown's pitch was swung on and missed, so 1-1 here on Bradshaw.
Let's go here, babe. Let's go get it right here, Bear.
So 2 on, 2 outs here for the Falcons. Bradshaw at the plate. Bradshaw swings. It is hit, and it is going to drop. That is going to bring in 2. So Gunnar Bradshaw with the base hit is going to bring in 2. That's going to stretch the lead to 4 for the Falcons. 4-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. That's going to bring up the top of the lineup for the Falcons. It's going to bring up Lance and Orndorff. 0 for 1 with a walk so far here in the game. Pitch is in the dirt. No advancement.
Take my drive here. Let's go. Take my drive here. Let's go.
1 in a count, 2 Orndorff. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Falcons now lead 4-0 over Martinsburg. Pickoff attempt is no good, so back again, 1-0 count here to Orndorff. Runner goes. Pitch is up, and it is in time and picked off. So that will end the 4th inning here, but the Falcons do get 2. So that's going to stretch their lead to 4-0 here going into the top of the 5th inning. They lead Martinsburg 4-0. All right, we are back here in the top of the 5th inning. Martinsburg is going to be led off by Gonzalez Zarnak, who's 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Falcons lead here in the top of the 5th, 4-0 over Martinsburg. Orndorff is still on the hill for the Falcons. His pitch is going to be to the backstop, so it's going to be 2-0 here on Zarnecki. Again, Zarnecki struck out in the 2nd inning and is only at bat here so far. Orndorff's pitch is a little high, so it's going to be 2-0. Orndorff's pitch is in the dirt, so actually, I'm sorry, that was 3-0, so it's walk for Zarnecki here in the 5th. It's going to bring up Malachi Green. Who had a single in the 2nd inning. Pitch from Orndorff is called a strike, so pitch a little low, but was called a strike. Orndorff's pitch is right down the pipe, and it's going to be 0-2 here on Green. sack walk. Trail 4-0 here to Frankfort. Orndorff's pitch, a little high, bobbled. And the runner will advance down to second. So Zoniak does get down to second on the pass. So 1-2 count here to Green. Runner on second. Bulldogs' second runner in scoring position so far today. Ball is called outside, so 2-2 to Green. Orndorff sets. And the pitch is grounded down the first baseline, but is foul. So 2-2 count here to Green. Pitch is just outside, so full count now to Green. Again, Falcons lead Martinsburg 4-0. Ball is hit, and it is going to be out at first. So Green does ground out to the second baseman, but does advance the runner over to third. So one out here in the top of the fifth for the Bulldogs. Zarnecki at third base on the advancement. Orndorff's pitch is hit and base hit for Armalt. He's going to drive in a run here for Armalt. Sorry. It's a tongue twister. So that's going to cut the lead down to 3 now. 4-1 here in the top of the fifth. One out here for the Bulldogs. And that's going to bring up R.J. Brown. Orndorff looks at the pickoff move, and runner gets back. So again, R.J. Brown here at the dish. Got out on his only at bat in the third inning. Orndorff's pitch just a little bit inside, so 1-0 count here to Brown. So far the line on Orndorff is 4 plus here, innings pitched. He does actually have 7 Ks on the evening. 4 1/3 innings, I'm sorry. So it's 2-0 count here to Brown after that outside pitch. On deck is Braden Fox for the Bulldogs. Pitch is inside outed and is over to the second baseman. And he is going to get the out at first. So it's going to move over the runner to second base, and now it's going to be 2 outs here for the Bulldogs. I'm sorry, number 7 is Christian Alter, who does come to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk so far in this game. First pitch is called a ball, so 1-0. Again, Alter walked in the first and did get a stolen base. Then struck out in the third. Orndorff's pitch is fouled off, out of play. It's going to be 1-1 here to Alter. pitch is low, outside. This is going to be 2-1 here to Alter. Orndorff getting quite close to his pitch count. Orndorff's pitch is inside, bobbled, and that is going to advance the runner to third. So Zarnecki does reach on the bobbled pitch. So again, Martinsburg with a runner in scoring position, 90 feet away from cutting this lead in half. Falcons lead 4-1 here in the top of the sixth. I'm sorry, top of the fifth. Alter with another walk. So that is going to put runners on first and third. 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Frankfort leads Martinsburg 4-1. Again, Orndorff, 4 2/3 innings here so far. 7 strikeouts. Pitch count is at 73 right now.
Probably sad, man. That's pretty sad.
That's going to bring up Grant Henderson for his third at bat. He struck out twice so far. Again, runner on first and second for the Bulldogs here. Down 4-1 to Frankfort. Top of the fifth, 2 outs. Orndorff's pitch caught the outside corner for strike one. Pitch number 75 for Orndorff's coming here. Low, but it was called a strike. So 0-2 count here to Henderson. 2 on, 2 out. 0-2 count to Henderson. Orndorff looking to get out of this slight jam here. The pitch is swung on and missed, so that is going to be a strikeout for Henderson, his third of the day. So with that, the Falcons come to bat here in the bottom of the fifth, leading Martinsburg 4-1. All right, and we are back. Here in the bottom of the fifth, Lance and Orndorff leading off. After the runner was picked off at second to end the inning. Brown back out there for the Bulldogs. Falcons lead Martinsburg 4-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. Orndorff 1-1 count. Pitch is just a bit outside, so 2-1 count here on Orndorff. And Brown does get the strike call there, so 2-2 now actually on Orndorff. Nobody out. Orndorff is 0 for 1 today with a walk. Masterful game here so far pitching for Orndorff. He grounds it to the shortstop. And it's going to be out at first. So 1 out here for the Falcons in the bottom of the fifth. It's going to bring up Blake Jacobs. He's 0 for 2 in his first 2 at-bats here with 2 strikeouts. Brown's pitch is low and outside, so 1-0 count here to Jacobs. Brown's pitch is called a strike. So 1-1 count here to Blake Jacobs. Starting shortstop for the Falcons. Brown's pitch is in the dirt, blocked. Good block by the catcher, but that is going to be 2-1 count here on Jacobs. Jacobs gets a hold of one, and it is hit into right field. And it is caught. So that is going to be out number 2 here for the Falcons. Again, leading 4-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. It's going to bring up Jacob Netting here, who is 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the first to end the inning and flew out in the third. Netting, the base hit right at the middle. So Netting with the 2-out base hit here to keep the inning going is going to bring up Uriah Cutter. He's hit by a pitch in the second inning. So he's reached base twice today. Outside and caught a ball, so 1-0 count. 2 outs here in the Falcon bottom of the fifth. Pickoff attempt is no good. So Netting does get back. Again, 1-0 count here to Cutter. It takes a swipe at it and he fouls it back. So 1-1 count here to Cutter. Brown again still in there for the Bulldogs. Pitch is outside, so it's going to be 2-1 to Cutter. That is pitch 70 for Brown here on the afternoon. He too is going 4 2/3 innings. 6 Ks for Brown. Swung on a miss. It's going to be 2-2 count here on Cutter. 2 outs, runner on first for the Falcons, leading 4-1 in the bottom of the fifth. sets. This pitch is fouled off down the third base line. Cutter looking to reach base for a third time today. Although he is 0 for 1, but it was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Brown's pitch is outside, and the runner is safe at second. So netting with the stolen base. That's going to get another runner in scoring position here for the Falcons. Try to extend the lead, leading already 4-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. Cutter with an opportunity for an RBI. Brown looks netting back, and it is blooped up over the first base line, and it's caught. So that is going to end the bottom of the fifth here for the Falcons. One left on as we go to the sixth, where Frankfort leads Martinsburg 4-1. So we are now in the top of the sixth here for the Bulldogs, who trail 4-1. And it's going to be a new pitcher here in for the Falcons. How about a third? And he is out. That was Jameer Brown with the ground out to start the sixth inning here. So one out here in the top of the sixth. Martinsburg trails 4-1. The new pitcher for the Falcons is going to be Jackson Hare, who comes in relief of Lanson Orndorff, who pitched 5 strong innings, only giving up 1 run. 8 strikeouts for Orndorff as well. So up for the Bulldogs is number 9, Bradley Looper, 0 for 2 today here with 2 strikeouts as well. He fouls one off, so that is going to be 0-1 here on Looper. Ball is grounded, foul. So it's going to be 0-2 here on Looper. Again, 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. 1 out here for the Bulldogs after the ground out from Brown. Falcons lead 4-1. Hare's pitch is hit at the plate and goes foul. So the count is going to stay 0-2 here on Looper. Again, strong start here for Orndorff as Looper gets a base hit to center field. So 1 on, 1 out here for the Bulldogs. That's going to bring up Jacob Blosser. Again, 0 for 2 here today with 2 flyouts. The ball is fouled off. And that ball is fouled off by Blosser. Hare's delivery is grounded. First. And he is out at first, so that will end the inning here for the Bulldogs. So we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning where the Falcons lead the Martinsburg Bulldogs 4-1. As we head into the bottom of the 6th here, the Frankfort Falcons lead the Martinsburg Bulldogs 4-1 here at Falcon Field. Martinsburg has replaced their starting pitcher, Jameer Brown, with Christian Alter, and Brown has now been relocated to second base. And for the Falcons, the now pitcher Jackson Hare will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning to try to extend the lead here going into the 7th inning. Hare is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a fielder's choice, but he did score one of the Falcons' 4 runs today. So the left-handed Hare settles in. And the first pitch from Alter is swung on and missed, strike 1. And strike 2 from Alter here on Hare. So 0-2 here on Jackson Hare, who again did come in relief for Lanson Orndorff. This is Hare's second appearance on the season at the mound. He is flying out to right. So that is going to be out number 1 here for the Falcons. Brings up number 7, Lane Lease here, who is also 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the first and struck out in the third, tried to advance to first on the pass ball, but was thrown out. So Lease takes pitch number 1, so for a ball. So 1-0 count here to Lane Lease. Pitch is hit to the third baseman, bobbled, and Lease is going to reach on the error. So that will bring up Jesus Purdue here for the Falcons. Purdue actually 2 walks today so far, so on base twice. Purdue was one of the runs that they had scored in the 4th inning to extend the lead here. Currently still 4-1 Falcons. It takes that pitch a little high, so 1-0 count here to Purdue. Alter's pitch is outside, so 2-0 count here on Purdue. A lot of production here from the bottom of the lineup of the Falcons. Pitch to Purdue is fouled off to the third base side, so it's going to be a 2-1 count here to Purdue. So yeah, the bottom third of the lineup have produced the runs here for the Falcons today. Purdue has walked twice. Sensabaugh has been on base twice. Bradshaw with a 2 RBI single in the 4th. Purdue gets around on it, and it's going to get down, and it's going to get it's going to get to the fence. It's going to put Purdue on second, and that is going to bring around Lane Lease all the way from first. I'm sorry, the pinch runner for Lane Lease all the way from first, and Purdue is going to get down in and on third. So that is going to add another run here for the Falcons, now leading 5-1. Again, that is Purdue's 3rd time on base today, and now gets himself an RBI. So now that brings the lead 5-1 here for the Falcons. It's going to bring up Rhett Sensabaugh, who had an RBI earlier in the game in the 2nd. Walked in the 4th, and he's going to swing on it and miss. So 0-1 count here on Sensabaugh. But Sensabaugh also did score one of the runs as well in the 4th inning. Swung on and missed again from Sensabaugh. So 0-2 count here on Sensabaugh. 1 out in the Falcons' 6th. 1 run in. Extends the lead to 5-1 here for the Falcons. Bulldogs catcher getting the pitch call from the coach. Again, Alter in for Brown here. And it's going to be fouled off by Sensible. On deck is Gunnar Bradshaw, who had the single in the fourth to bring in 2 of the Falcons' runs. Fouled off and back to the backstop, so still going to be 0-2 count here on Sensible. Sets, and Sensible fouls it off again, so it's going to stay 0-2 here for the 8th hitter here in the Falcons lineup. Again, Sensible has been on twice with an RBI and a run scored today. Alter steps off. 0-2 count here to Sensible. 1 out. And it's going to be a little high, so 2-2 count here to Sensible for the Falcons. Alter sets. And the pitch is grounded to the third baseman. Waits and throws it home. Now has the runner in a rundown. And that should allow for Sensible to advance to second. And runner is still in the rundown and is tagged out. So that's going to be 2 outs here for the Falcons. Sensible does advance to second base on the rundown. And that is going to bring up Gunnar Bradshaw here. 1 for 2 here in the game with 2 RBIs. Outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Falcons lead 5-1 over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Christian Alter is in now at the mound for Jameer Brown, who pitched 5 strong innings for the Bulldogs. Five innings pitched, 4 runs, and 6 strikeouts for Brown on the afternoon. Apologize, our stream is frozen at the moment. Should come back here in just a moment. Ball is grounded to third, and Bradshaw is going to reach, and that is going to bring in the runner from third. So that is going to extend the Falcon lead to 6-1 here over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. So that is actually going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Lanson Orndorff. Orndorff is 0 for 2 today with a walk. Pitch is inside, so 1-0 count to Orndorff. Again, so Bradshaw actually reached on the error on the throw, which did bring in the runner from third. So extends the Falcon lead to 6-1 here over the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 6th. Alter's pitch is right down the middle, so strike 1. 1-1 count here on Lanson Orndorff, today's starting pitcher. Again, went 5 innings, struck out 7, only giving up the 1 run here for the Bulldogs. Orndorff gets a hold of it, sends it to left center field, and it is caught. So a fly out here for Orndorff will end the inning, but the Falcons are able to add another one on the scoreboard. So with 1 inning to go here in the top of the 7th, Falcons lead Martinsburg 6-1. And we are now in the top of the 7th here, where the Falcons added on an additional run here to stretch the lead to 6-1 over the Bulldogs of Martinsburg. Jackson Hare back out on the mound for the Falcons. And for the Bulldogs, it's going to be looks like number 10, Silas Zarnecki. He was 0 for 2 today, or I'm sorry, 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. Ball inside, so 2-0 count here to Zarnecki. Again, top of the 7th, Falcons lead Martinsburg 6-1. Pitch from Hare is actually going to be ball 4 there. So 4-pitch walk here to start off the inning to Zarnecki, his 2nd of the game. And that's going to bring up number 23, Malachi Green. It's 1 for 2 today with a base hit. Jackson Hare with a pitch, and it is in there for a strike. So 0-1 count here to Malachi Green. Runner on first with Silas Zarnecki. Pitch is grounded to the right side, and it is down the line and fair. Ball's going to be thrown in to Jacobs at 2nd, and that is going to advance Zarnecki to 3rd on the base hit from Malachi Green, his 2nd of the day. So nobody out. Top of the 7th, Falcons lead 5-1 over Martinsburg. That's going to bring up Braden Armalt here, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI. The only run for the Bulldogs so far today. Opportunity to get his 2nd RBI of the game. Again, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Hare's pitch is in there for a swinging strike. So 0-1 count here to Armalt. On deck, R.J. Brown, who is 0 for 2 today. But runners on 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Hare's pitch is in the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. No, but actually, I'm sorry. So Green is going to advance to 2nd. So it's going to put runners on second and third. Nobody out here for Armalt with an opportunity to cut into this lead. Here's pitch. Again, in the dirt. So 2-1 count here to Armalt. And he gets fouled off to the right side. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It is a fly ball to the right fielder. Catches, makes the catch. Relay is in, but it is not thrown home. So that is actually going to bring in a run here for the Bulldogs. As R.J. Brown comes to bat. So that is actually going to bring in Zarnicki. So now cuts the lead to 6-2 here for the Falcons in the top of the 7th. So this first pitch strike here for Jackson Hare. And on that last play, Malachi Green stayed at second base. So Green on second, 1 out. Brown is going to ground it to the shortstop, and he bobbles it. And that is going to allow Brown to reach. And that is going to move up Green to third base. So runners on first and third, 1 out here in the top of the 7th for the Bulldogs, trailing 6-2, trying to continue this rally. So 1 out here on the Armalt sac fly. Ball is high. So 1-0 count here on the pitcher now, Christian Alter. 0 for 1 today with 2 walks here in the game. Green pops it up to the center fielder, who does make the catch, throws it home, and just misses Green on the tag. But that is going to be a sac fly for Alter. So that does cut the lead to 6-3 Falcons now, but 2 outs remaining, or 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. It's going to bring up Grant Henderson, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts today. Bulldogs down to their final out. Pitch from Hare is called a strike on the outside corner. So 0-1 here to Grant Henderson. Hare gets the signal. The pitch. It is in the dirt, but good block by the catcher. That is Purdue back there. So 1-1 count here to Grant Henderson. Again, 0 for 3 today. All 3 outs are on by VIK. And Henderson gets it to the right fielder, and it is caught. And that will do it. So after that out, that is going to end the game here for the Falcons, who take this game from the Martinsburg Bulldogs 6-3.